Majo John Madden here in Mexico, where I've been for 2 years. They call me Juanito. Uh, I got some rough medical news yesterday, which included the reality, which I knew was true because I've been paying attention to my body a lot more lately, uh, that I don't have much time left on the planet, some number of months, and we haven't figured it out yet. More lab tests. And I've taken it pretty good because I've been so sick, I just knew that's what he was going to say. But what I've been doing today, I've been in a good mood overall, but I've been obsessed with telling and documenting stories from my life. Partly because I don't know how much time I have to document them, and I've got a lot of great stories. I'm an Irish storyteller. And one big story is that in 2004, I reinvented my life by moving from the south side of Chicago to the south, first time I've ever been to the south, to Asheville, North Carolina, which I only knew of because my old girlfriend used to go there for training, and she and her friends loved it, adored Asheville. And so I went there and reinvented myself, no longer a psychologist or a management consultant. I did all frontline customer service work and had grown up very, very blue collar and first generation in my family to go to college. And I was saying I'd become the working class hero I was always meant to be. And I loved almost all of those 15 jobs in 16 years. And this was a Christmas season temporary job at the Biltmore estate. Now, Asheville's been in the news for terrible flooding and really devastating, unprecedented flooding. And one of the stories that keeps getting covered is what's the status of the Biltmore estate, because it's the biggest tourist draw in Asheville, America's largest home, and quite dramatic. Grounds done by Frederick Law Olmsted, an amazing landscape architect, so much about it. My one fear about that job was that it was going to be super buttoned down, super professional, super scripted. You had to be perfect all the time. But it didn't turn out to be true at all. I was working in the big retail shop, the Carriage House, right next to the house. And it was the candlelight season, the only time in the year that you're allowed to go through the house at night. And there's like 1 million candles in it. So romantic and just very, very cool. And our guests were all people on vacation, and they all were happy. And it was a very happy place to work. And our primary supervisor was not buttoned down and corporate at all. She was a really fun, tiny, adorable, smart, and impish, sassy. Like one example was someone said, I've got to bring over a customer to you who is really, really mad. And I forget her name, but she winked at us and said, watch me work. And she just charmed the daylights out of that woman. It was a masterpiece. So she inspired a sense of play in us. And it was very professional in that there were 10 banks of cash registers, 5 on either side, and you were pretty well spaced from each other. And we'd get, I think maybe we got 15-minute breaks there. A lot of those places you get like 10-minute breaks. And we got into pranking each other, so that when you came back from your break, you would discover some prank had happened at your station. And there was a little blonde woman who was a riot, just so much fun, and she and I especially pranked each other. And she came back one day and found that her mouse for her cash register was totally wrapped up in masking tape, and it was going to take her another 5 minutes to get ready to actually go to work. And she comes over to me and looks me in the eye and said, Madden, it's not over. What a great line. And that line gets used other places. I've seen it other places, but never as well as that. It's not over. And I knew she meant it. Okay, thank you.